Hi, my name is Sarah Naska, and I'm here with Jessica Conti at the Board of Advisors event in Texas. We've been spending a couple of days together here. I'm so excited to have this conversation, Jessica.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, thank you. No, it's fun to sit down here and, just have a chat. So, Jessica Conti, I have been part of this community, Board of Advisors now for several years. As a matter of fact, my husband was a member first about 8 years ago. And I have, over time, become more actively engaged in the last couple of years after I stopped homeschooling my son and, kind of got fully into, all of our business ventures and into leadership roles. Coming here has been the most amazing experience in my professional life. Yeah. As a matter of fact, when I first started really engaging here at the community, it's being in the room with, other business owners that from all diverse, industries that have so much success and, seasoned business owners that can lend a lot of advice and guidance. It's like your schoolroom.
Yeah,
yes.
100%.
Like your schoolroom, yeah.
Way better than school.
Yes.
Translates to income.
And, I'm a multi-sector entrepreneur. Over the last 18 years or so, my husband and I have founded many companies, about a dozen right now that we've counted. And, some, went, pretty far and had some success under our belt. But right now our focus, mine is twofold. One is I'm leading an incredible sisterhood of high-performing women, partnered with my friend and dear partner, Kerry Tepedino. And yes, her and I, we host retreats, adventure retreats for high-performing women, business owners and founders.
Fun.
Yeah, so
what kind of stuff do you guys do?
It's an exclusive group. What
kind of stuff do you do? Like what kind of adventure stuff?
Well, we have curated an experience that allows the female business owner to take that pause in her life and her business and have this exhale and be around other women like her.
Yeah.
As a matter
Beautiful.
of fact, we kind of founded this concept and idea because it's something that we were both looking for ourselves. Me personally, just kind of jumping into all of our business ventures and, really going all in.
Yeah.
Like, I was feeling very burnt out, often alone, wondering if other people are feeling the same pressures that I did. And often when I'm in, environments, we wear this mask of perfection, right? And it's important to put the best version of yourself forward, when you're, in, networking and, in business environments, but that gets exhausting. And so I was looking for that pause and that space to be able to really build a relationship, kind of like how you and I are right now with other women that knows what it takes to do what we do. And so we created the retreat experience based on what we were looking for.
Filling the need. Yeah.
Filling the need. And
solving the problem as an entrepreneur.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can't find it, I'm going to create it.
And on top of that, we sprinkle in really kind of like the magic sauce is one of those days of our retreat is a surprise adventure.
I love it.
So we tell ladies, what to pack, where to fly into. We don't tell them what we're doing.
That's great.
So we
being
get to
told
all
what to pack and where to go.
We get to all experience, this exhilarating, fun, adventurous, thing together.
Yeah.
And it's
take the mask off and get free.
Exactly. Life is short too, but to have those experiences are really important. So we make sure we put that into other women's lives.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So when's the next retreat?
Our next retreat is coming right around the corner, actually, in June, and we have another one in October. So a few times a year,
love that.
We put the retreats on. It's by invitation only, so we can make sure that the women that are coming are going to be, in a community, a sisterhood of women that are of like cloth, right? So we have that in common, and I think that's important because a lot of women that are, at the top, they protect their space. I know I do.
Yeah,
I'm sure you do too.
100%.
Right?
Yeah.
The
inner circle is tight.
It is, and at the same
Yeah.
time, you want to be in proximity with other people that are going to lift you, right, and not drain your energy, and that's important. And so when we say invitation only or by application, it's not to be exclusive.
Yeah.
It's really to serve the women that really need
Yeah.
that space, and to be in a sisterhood of women that are truly going to understand them.
I love that.
Right?
Clarify what sisterhood is for you. Like, what does that mean to you?
Oh, good question. Sisterhood is one of the most important things to me. And I've learned this over the last 5 or 6 years, most recently, because of how busy and how full life got, and being, a wife and a mother, right? You tend to not take care of yourself and lose yourself. And when you're in a group of other women that you have deep relationship and connection with, it kind of fills your cup back up, because you remember the softer side of you.
Yeah, the feminine side.
You do. There tends to be this safe feeling. You feel safe, and we see each other. They see you. You feel seen, and you have this sense of belonging and community.
Yeah.
And that alone reduces the stress. It really does. Actually, there was a study. I have to go find it. There
I know the study.
Done. You do?
I do know the study.
You should share it with me.
Yes. No, I don't know the
read it
details, but
somewhere.
I read it somewhere.
When you have
Yes.
a sisterhood,
Yeah.
that it's a stress reducer.
Yeah. When
you're
people
more,
walk beside you in the hardest seasons or the greatest seasons, it's better. You're better off. The stress load is way better.
You're happier.
Yeah.
You're happier, more fulfilled.
And women know how to rally. When they see a sister that's down,
Yes.
they know how to just come in and love and nurture and just breathe life and speak life.
Exactly.
And you're creating an environment for that to happen,
Yes.
which isn't going to happen in the everyday world.
It doesn't.
You got to fight for it sometimes.
And it's very difficult, you even find those environments, where you have that space. And that's exactly, why we created the retreat experience. It puts you in that container where we don't ever get to be.
Yeah.
To just, be our authentic selves, leave the titles outside the door and, all the responsibilities and just show up as you.
Yeah.
And that's just a relief sometimes.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people that don't have family or sisters, or so they are really not just an entrepreneur on their own. They're also a family. Like me, I have very little family. So to have people that could see into my life and speak into my life in a safe environment that's priceless.
Yes.
So I'm grateful that I have met you. You were an answer to my prayer. I was praying, and then when you reached out, I was like, no, you weren't an answer to prayer. You were my miracle. I needed you more than you knew. So I'm so grateful. Grateful to have met you.
Yes.
So what's the next step? What do you want to do next?
My other focus is in partnership. I'm a partner of Legacy Capital.
Yeah.
With my husband and our other business partners. And, I'm really enjoying my growth there, because we're helping a lot of incredible companies with business development, strategic partnerships, and also, preparing to raise capital.
Yeah.
We have a fund in that ecosystem. My husband's the fund manager.
Love it.
Yeah, and it's a universal fund, so it's allowing investors, to have an opportunity at offerings they normally wouldn't get a chance to, partake in.
Yeah.
And it's diverse, and so it's businesses and projects that are societal impact, and it's energy and technology and education and entertainment, even medical and pharmaceutical. So it's been a lot of fun and a lot of learning to be part of that, and something so big.
So big.
Yeah,
you guys are doing some big things.
We partnered with an incredible family office, internationally, and are going overseas to share offerings with other investor, groups, and so that is meaningful to me, because I have a piece of that is making such a big global difference. When you get behind big companies that are putting services and products and technologies and disrupting industries, and get behind that, it just fuels me.
Yeah.
It fuels me a lot.
I feel like this group specifically is very in touch with giving back and humanitarian efforts and like the impact that our businesses make in the world.
Yes.
A lot of people are driven by the impact. And I love that. I love that you guys are partnering with these amazing companies. I've met some of the founders and I'm so excited about their hearts and what they're doing in their companies. And you guys are able to fund and push it even farther, which is just, I mean, the fruit that comes from that outside of monetization is incredible. The impact that it's going to have on the world with one company, with some of the things that they're doing to give back in the world, it's just amazing. So that's so awesome. And that's another reason why I love you. Because I have impact. That's one of my main motivators is impact. It's not fame. It's not wealth. It's impact first. How you can make a difference and be a blessing. So you're doing a great job. You guys are killing it.
That's why we're all here.
Yeah.
And, is to expand your light.
Yeah.
And make that difference. And so anything you do in life, business, personal, is just let God work through you so you can, expand that good.
Be the vessel.
Yeah, be the vessel.
I love it.
Yeah, and for many of, our colleagues and us here at Board of Advisors, a lot of these colleagues are at a place where they're exiting out of companies, and after, IPOs and all of this, an incredible success, they're looking for their legacy play too.
Yeah.
And that's inspiring to be around.
So inspiring.
I'm very inspired by that, and so everything that I do, I have that woven into, the vision is, okay, let's now shift and transition into making sure that legacy piece is in play.
Yeah. And you guys are doing amazing with all the, you have so many businesses and so many different industries. And then you've got the fund and you've got the sisterhood and your mom and a wife and all the things, world traveler, doing the world things. Like, where can people find you and how can people get in touch with you?
Yes. Well, outside of my multiple websites, I think that the easiest is my personal site that has everything in one spot. It's jessicamconti.com.
How do you spell Conti?
Yeah, good question. Because some people don't spell it like I do.
No, they don't.
Yeah, or my husband's
Same with
family.
my last name. I'm like, Sarah with an H.
Yes, yeah.
Start breaking it down the alphabet.
Our Conti last name is spelled Conti.
So Jessica M. Conti.
That's it.
I love it.
.com. Great way to find
Great
me.
way to find you. And if there's anybody interested in like applying for the retreat, that's where they can go as well.
They can, but we do have a site that they can view. It's Living Beyond the Hustle.
Living Beyond the Hustle.
And we will, update it, when we have our new retreats available. And absolutely, they can, click right there and apply for it and reach out to us through the website.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Any ladies listening?
Yeah.
And put your application in. Let's sign up and see if we can become friends. Do sisterhood.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. You definitely have to come to our next retreat.
Yeah, I want to. I'm so excited. You got so much, and you do everything with excellence, so it's so fun.
Yeah, and my partner Kerry, we put a lot into that to make sure that all the ladies, including ourselves, we leave that retreat stepping into the most stunning version of ourselves. Right? Just that reset and
rested, recovered, refreshed.
Yeah, energized too, and inspired, and
refined.
A lot of new powerful women as your girlfriends. So
I love it.
Yes,
I love it. Linking arms with more powerful people, including women. That's a game changer every day. So it's awesome.
It is.
So great talking
Thanks
to
for
you.
this conversation.
I know,
today,
it's so
Sarah.
fun. Yay!
I guess we got to get back to the meeting.
Back to the meeting. Woo!
Okay.